things. I try to add some little funny lightness to it, but these are serious issues, obviously, because it's one of the top 3 trending topics in America right now, and not even America, all over the world right now. Which brings me to my next one, this COVID-19 thing. Let me go check and make sure I'm still recording. Now I'll be right back to talk about COVID-19. Okay, y'all, welcome back to the video. It appears that it has started re-recording, or like pause and started back, so I'll pick up on topic number 2, which is topic number 3 actually, which is people still not believing in COVID-19. Do y'all know there's still motherfuckers that are thinking that the COVID-19 numbers are not real? Them people ain't all dying of COVID-19. There's some other shit that's going. Yeah, right now there is some other stuff that's going around. I think they have the bubonic plague that is back, or some type of ancient ass, diseases. But this COVID-19 shit, are y'all really telling me that nobody else feels like this could have been planned? Dun dun dun. Seriously. Like, it feels like this was a biochemical weapon that was created to use biochemically in war. They got the fuck out of hand. It spread, and it spread far and wide. And people feel like, they still feel like it's not real. I know motherfuckers who actually make it a part of their day to drive motherfuckers around to go do shit they need to do. And do it all the time with no mask on. Like, going in and out of stores. Like, it's real. People are out here dying. Like, I think Texas is at like 55,000 right now for the number of COVID-19 deaths. Like 50, I think it's like 55,000 at this point. And this shit has only been around since like March that we know of. Let me say that. It's only been around since March that I knew of. But who knows how long it's been around, because motherfuckers just ain't, no one's paying attention. I think it's like 55,000 COVID-19 deaths. And it's been a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's dying. I can't find the numbers, you know what I mean? Like, I was going to continue to look for it, but I know we have a limited amount of time we can be here with each other. So, but the numbers are real. And I'm seeing more and more and more people that are like, these motherfuckers is kicking it, and in large amounts. Like, did y'all hear about the party of like 50 that threw a birthday party or something for a kid, and like everybody got the COVID, and like 3 people had already died? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, we don't even know how this shit is really spread, to be honest. Because I'm hearing all kind of things like animals carry it, and don't get scratched or licked by your animal because they're COVID-19 carriers, and who fucking knows? But I'm just telling y'all that it's time for us to start being a little bit more diligent, because I honestly believe that this is by design, and they are trying to wipe us out. And I personally plan to be here on this earth at least till 50 years old. I don't want to live much past that, because I smoke, and I've lived the majority of my life unhealthy, so I don't want to get too much older than 50 and be walking around like with a COPD machine, and I don't want that. Like, 50 or right around it, I'm cool with, but I at least want to be here till then. And I think that for those of us that actually give a fuck about our lives and actually have people that we want to be here for, y'all, we have to start taking this a lot more seriously because people are dying. Like, my daughter was exposed to COVID-19. Her stupid ass school, Paris High School, she's on the Blazettes. And I don't know, one of the kids they thought she was exposed to it. And I guess they were doing the, like, minimum social distancing and all that stuff. But the Blazettes are like cheerleading group. They're a dance team. So they're all like around each other. And I know they have masks and everything to wear, most of the time. But now they find out that this student has COVID-19. They stopped, camp, sent everybody home with warnings like, yeah, your kid's been exposed to COVID-19. Sorry about that. And the motherfucking doctors down here, I'm telling you, like, the doctors down here won't even test your kid for the shit if they're not showing symptoms. Which is my understanding that when the symptoms start, bitch, that's when it's about to get, like, that's when the decline is here. So they want to wait until she's like half dead to give her the test to see if what's killing her is COVID-19. I'm like, that these kids were exposed to this shit. Like, what kind of doctor's office is this? Who the fuck are you? And you know what it is? Because my children have Medicaid. They don't want to waste them that dumb tests on kids with Medicaid because they're not going to be paid the amount for they're not going to be paid the the insurance amount for those testings. They're going to get what, Medicaid gives you. And Medicaid, they undercut niggas like a motherfucker. Medicaid see them hospital bills and like, $3,000 for x-rays, we'll pay too. It's like, their negotiators is on it. So, these doctors' offices don't even want to test these kids for COVID-19. And it's like, we should wait till she's symptomatic. Isn't she about dead then? And all the teacher said was, oops, our bad. Now, I'm not mad at them. I'm really not. I'm not mad at any of it. But y'all have to understand that things are a little bit different based on your economic and cultural backgrounds with this COVID-19 shit. If you can afford to go through that drive-thru and get that stick stuffed up your nose and stuffed up your nose again to get that test, if you can afford to, you can get the test. But if you have an insurance, a state-run insurance, they don't want to give it to you until you're already close to death because the test obviously is expensive and they don't get paid enough for it. So in the meantime, we have kids that have been exposed to this disease that can't even get tested because they don't have insurance. See, it's very real what's happening right now with the COVID-19 thing. There's a lot of people that are out here struggling, but there's also a lot of people who are out here thriving. Now, those are two separate types of people that you're going to see. I'm going to tell you about them. Let me go check, make sure we're still recording. And the back. Okay. So, the people that are struggling out here are the people that have the incomes that are usually in the six figures and who are seeing a lot of their industries being shut down right now. But the motherfuckers that are thriving are the motherfuckers who make less than $25,000 a year. Because this unemployment shit has been sweet for a lot of people. And now that it's stopped, there's a lot of people who are starting to feel that pressure again. Like, yo, son, that extra $600 sure came in handy. But if you were smart during this situation, you got the stimulus check, you got $500 for each kid, you got $1,200 for yourself, you got, $600 plus dollars every 2 weeks on this shit. Like, if you planned well for the season, you're probably thriving right now. I know I am. I mean, low key, I'm not like doing big things. Like, I'm still trying to find me a cash car because, none of the men in my life are cycle dates. None of them actually help me find a car that I can get. Like, they're not dedicated because they're not getting no pussy. So, fuck them. But I'm just saying, like, if you plan well and put some shit aside, you could be pretty sweet right now. And some of the people that you would expect to be like, shit, I ain't tripping, like, I'm gonna ride this shit out, they're panicking. They're panicking. We need another CARES Act. We need another safeguard for the economy. Like, it's going down. We need some help. But those of us who are used to performing all of our basic necessities for ourselves and our families on a limited budget, we are doing just fine right now. So all of you that are in a panic because you don't know where your next, what's coming next, and it's hard for you, and you're used to having this big titan of industry job where you're making all this money, you better go and find one of your broke friends, like one of the ones that was like, nah, I appreciate the handout, but the hand up, but I don't need no handouts. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it. You need to go get with that motherfucker, because they're going to show you how to thrive in this current economic state. If your go-to representative for what to do in a financial crisis is another rich motherfucker, well then, we should be seeing the suicide rates slowly start to climb in a few more weeks. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to see which one's going to be higher, COVID or suicide. But I guarantee you that the ones who are doing that, who are I can't take it, they're not us. We aight. Now, we might still be getting killed out here by these police and, getting locked up and hoarded in these industries called prisons, but we can handle the struggle. We alright. So you might want to give one of your black friends from back in the day, from back in the hood, and be like, bruh, show me how to make it the next couple of months, because I don't know if I can handle it. But I mean, it's serious. It really is. And it also is what it is. It just is. So, this is my point of view. I hope you guys could appreciate it in the humorous take that I put on everyday situations. And I hope that you guys subscribe and come back next week, because I got something more for you. I did tell you guys I was going to try to start doing daily shows. I have not gotten certain things right to do that yet. I'm still waiting to be able to go live on YouTube and IG. On some of these live sites, I have authenticated or whatever to be allowed to go live on some of these. And I think I should be by the end of, I think it's the end of tomorrow, that I should be, authenticated to be able to go live. So y'all might see me again tomorrow. I might just surprise a bit, you know what I mean? But I appreciate your patience with me. Have a little bit more, because there's so much more greater things to come. I promise. But until then, this has been my point of view, and I'm out.